Hi,
Hello, hello.
welcome to the Music Craft Podcast, where we ask wacky, out of this world questions to get to know our local Toronto artists better. And we talk some shop too. Music, revelations, secrets, and thoughts. And we've got two new games today. Last episode we had two games, and now there's two more. So today our guest is Kia Kudani. Am I saying that right?
You killed it, man.
I like that first name a lot.
Thank you.
He's a singer-songwriter in the genre of rock, and he's the lead guitarist of the band the Shuttlecocks. And I'll go over your social media in more detail at the end of the pod.
Cool. That's.
Thanks for being here. Okay.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Okay, question one. I understand scissors cutting a paper, and I understand a rock smashing the scissors. But what the fuck is the paper gonna do to the rock?
It's gonna smother it. So like you ever been around someone who's just like all over you, just giving you almost just too much attention, or just all over the place. You don't have any room to breathe.
That's
So
not
that's
a
what the
fucking paper.
that's
That
no
should
the
be.
paper. It's gonna surround the rock. It's gonna smother it. The rock is no longer going to be able to feel its rock self. It's gonna be restricted, and
It
that
should be.
restriction is a form of psychological damage that is more brutal than any
No,
physical
no,
damage
no,
the
no,
rock could
no.
do to the scissors.
Oh, I see. Well, you can like stop it from breathing too if you smother it. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
that's
you
physical.
know.
No, it should be rock, paper. No, rock blanket scissors.
Hey,
Let's
yeah,
let's rename it that.
yeah, yeah, that would work.
Okay, we're gonna shift topics a little bit. Like kind of a personality question. Do you consider yourself a psychopath or a sociopath?
Neither can I answer neither.
No,
I
but
don't know.
like one means you're social and like you like being around people. The other one's psych. You're like more in your head and
I guess okay. So I guess I have a I come from a psychology background, so I guess those terms mean something slightly different to me. Because to me, like their pathology is like right, it's in reference to something
what
like
is the
disease or
difference
something.
between those two?
Well, they're both technically speaking, they're both representations of something called antisocial personality disorder, which is the tendency to like kind of not necessarily care about other human beings or do things that actively harm other human beings. Psychopaths don't tend to feel any emotional feeling or connection towards people.
Sounds a little
Sociopaths
nice.
could be, man. Like in this world we're living in, it could be. There's definitely advantages to
Yeah.
it, and there are studies and numbers that show that lots of people up on Wall Street and highly successful financial people are psychopaths, and it's not always the person murdering someone in a back alley. Could be just someone defrauding people out of millions.
So at the end of our pod, would you be able to diagnose me with if I have any of the traits? Do you know enough
Absolutely.
about it?
I do, but I absolutely refuse to do that. You can't do
Come
that
on, it's you would
in
be
a
doing me a
podcast.
favor.
I don't think so, but sure, we can do an attempt. We can do a little quiz.
We'll go back to it.
I'll look up the questionnaire and quiz. This is technically is to some degree my job,
Oh,
my day job. Well, I'm a psychometrist, so I do like meet with people and decide
what a coincidence!
what types of mental health questionnaires to give them, I guess, to figure out what's
Jesus!
going on.
You are an expert in being able to diagnose me. If I ask anyone, you'd be the best person to
Yeah,
ask.
hey, we will if we want to do it for the content, we can go through the questions.
All right. I bet you I could make you feel disgusted in under 5 seconds.
I'm sure. Let's try it out. Nah, not doing much.
All right. Another
Dude,
music.
I'm in a band with Dylan. Like, come on, like,
Yeah, you're a shuttlecock.
yeah, like, dude, I play in a band called the Shuttlecock. You don't understand how vile our daily experiences are. This doesn't phase me in the slightest, but yeah.
I noticed in one of your Shuttlecock's practice vids that you guys were changing up vocals, instruments. What's up with that?
I don't know, just fun, and sometimes you feel like playing a different instrument. I think
Is that like the
You know,
goal of the
there.
band? You would like to be different people on the.
I just, for me personally, the goal of the band is pure creative expression. I would like any of the guys. The guys are such amazing musicians, and everyone's so awesome and talented and wonderful. And like, I want everyone to be able to express themselves however they want. Sometimes you might have a drum beat come to your head, you want to hit the drums, and sometimes, like, I might think of a bass line.
Now, what if you had a fan who listened to you guys and they heard both singers, multiple singers, and they preferred one of you singing and wants all the songs to be sung by that person? What would you say to that fan?
I don't know. We both want to sing. I don't know.
All right. Uh, so the other day I had something profound happen to me. It was like an outer body experience, and I said, I have become Shiva, destroyer of worlds. Why do you think I said that? Can you help me?
Just explosive diarrhea.
Man, it came out, and I was like, what the fuck? Who the fuck's Shiva? Do you
Oh man,
know? Do you know who Shiva is?
well, I know it's some representation of. I think it's some form of Hindu mythology. I'm not the most well versed in Hindu
I don't
mythology.
even know that world. Is that a sign of being a psychopath? Having these words come to you?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it's necessarily. Oh, this
Okay.
might be a sign of being a person.
Okay, are you ready
Maybe.
for game number one?
Yeah, let's do it.
You get to guess who I'm impersonating.
Oh, sweet. Let's do
Alright.
this.
Okay, okay, okay.
I got nothing, man.
Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, okay. All right, I get it now.
Alright. You're coming to near me? You're coming to near me?
uh, is it the hey, I'm walking here, I'm walking here
On the right
type of thing?
path. Robert
Oh,
De Niro.
yeah. Okay, it is. It is. I definitely was thinking some sort of New York mafia style character. Uh,
That guy has great movies.
yeah, man. Dude. I love mafia movies. Like my favorite movies on this planet are all those
Like,
mob movies. Goodfellas, Casino, Godfather. Like
I was
Casino's
talking
a
to
great
my
one.
friend, and there's this, like, I don't know how to describe this genre of movie, but it's like Pulp Fiction, Goodfellas, Fight Club. These are kind of like movies that a lot of dudes like in their
It's
early
like crime.
20s.
It's like it's like I'd call it almost like
Revel.
a cathartic, yeah, cathartic, rebellious crime movies. Like anti-establishment criminal movies.
Okay, are you ready for the next impression?
Sure.
I've been stuffing this turkey on Thanksgiving with pecan stuffing for 15 years. My mother taught me.
Maybe Christopher Walken.
Yeah!
I got a little Christopher Walken type. Ladies and gentlemen, Foo Fighters. Have you ever heard that?
No, no, no.
Have you heard that interview where
I'm
Dave
gonna
Grohl's
YouTube it.
talking about it? Yeah, Dave Grohl's talking about. I think it was an SNL thing, or maybe not. But just Christopher Walken introducing them, and they were like, "Yo, like, is he gonna like? We know how he talks. Like, is he gonna say our name like this?" And lo and behold, you can hear Dave Grohl's Christopher Walken impression. It's absolutely immaculate.
People love to impersonate that guy.
Yeah, it's so I do. I'll bust out into a Christopher Walken impression randomly out in the house if I'm tired enough after practice.
I got one last one. Arr!
Just a pirate, Patchy the pirate from SpongeBob. Uh,
You want to know?
sure.
Chewbacca.
Oh, that's like a. Gotta roll it a little.
Have you ever heard any of the commercials on this show before?
I think I skipped through it when I when I watched
That was a good
when
move.
I watched the episode.
Yeah.
If I'm
I
gonna be
don't blame
honest with
people
you.
for skipping but don't skip this one because
Okay.
we get royalties.
Don't you dare skip it, guys.
Okay, bear with me. Today's episode is sponsored by Biotech Fleshman's Body Bags. Biotech is the world's economy genealogy brand. Initial attempts at cloning humans by biotech have not been successful, but one man's trash is another man's treasure. Presenting the Fleshman Body Bag. Ever wish you could go in the carpool lane when you're driving solo? We got a solution. Several biotech clones of humans, missing limbs, organs, and other body parts have been made. In an effort to stay green, we have put these guys on the market. Buy one, place them in the passenger seat. It's your ticket to carpool lane freedom. Woo! Although these bodies exhibit zero brain activity, legally they have not been declared human or not human by legislation yet. Other uses: beating it to relieve stress, helping you practice speak in front of people, and it being a children's toy. Go to biotech.biz. Would you consider getting one of those?
Oh, absolutely. It sounds. You know how many times I've been just like looking at that HOV lane, and I'm, I'm like,
But a
dude, like,
body.
please, like, I could use one.
Yeah.
I,
It just has to have a pulse, but nothing more than that.
right?
Um, and I was thinking this while I was reading it, but I didn't want to get too R-rated, but you could do some sex stuff too, I bet. We don't have to go there.
Well, we don't have to go there.
Uh, I can do special effects and post-editing, by the way. Like, I'm going to show the logo for this commercial, and technically I could make little creatures appear on the screen and make them attack you. How are you going to defend yourself? Oh my god, they're winning!
I know how to use this thing!
Oh, I think they won.
Don't you?
Okay. Music question.
Ooh.
This is trippy, dude.
Alright.
You know, I've been fucking around, but this could actually be something. You know when you have new lyrics flowing into your head for a song? Like, I mean, when you're composing and you just have lyrics come out of the blue. What if that is you remembering the lyrics from the future? So the song's been written and you're in the future and you're...
That is a beautiful thought, man. That's awesome. I really like that, and
So what comes first, the lyric or the brain?
I guess I don't know. I say the lyric. The lyric exists out there. It's eternal. It's out there somehow. Dude, music is so hard. It's so confusing and difficult, and like there's so much to learn. But that's what I love about it. There's just like it's an infinite world of stuff.
Speaking of vocals, my friend came up with this funny idea on stage. Before you perform, you can tell the audience you're tuning your voice, and you go like this. You go C flat, C flat. Do you think that'd be funny?
I love any of those little vocal tricks or like things like you probably should warm up your voice in a microphone and hear how it sounds before you start singing. I always struggle with that when I start singing into a mic. Is the first 3 seconds into the mic don't quite go as planned,
I've been
and
there.
then I adjust. But you know,
Have
it's
you ever thought to have a fucking sacrifice song? I'm like, this
oh
one's gonna
yeah.
sound like shit singing, and then I'll get comfortable.
Yeah, but I can't. I really believe in opening strong, man. That's the tough thing.
Yeah.
Is I can't like it's so tough to rank. I could do a sacrifice song in the middle, but like your opener, the way you come out, like the first thing an audience sees from you is so freaking important. And like you
It
know,
is
like
the best part. Um, okay. Are you still the head of the Young People's Fascist Party of Canada?
I don't think so. I think I left that title behind when I didn't know I had it.
You went to the other side?
I yeah, I don't know. I think so. I think so.
Okay.
No, I'm not a young person anymore either, so I feel like that would be I don't know. I consider young people like that young people's well, whatever
It's all bullshit when
ideology you wanna promote. If it's a young people's party, I think like 16-year-olds and
they're
whoever's
never gonna win shit.
really I guess 18-year-olds so they can vote.
Um, do you like the show Flat Earth Theory?
I do not know that show.
It's boring, full of idiots, and has horrible jokes, so it's better than the original Big Bang Theory.
I like that, man.
My thing about Flat Earth, though, is I refuse to believe that our Earth has small boobs.
Right? You know, Mother Earth has gotta have something on her. You know, I think Mother Earth is a beautiful, fertile woman. So I agree.
Uh, yeah, these fucking deniers.
Yeah,
The
these deniers, bro. Like
Earth.
you guys are dissing Big Mama Earth.
I have a friend who fucking believes World War One and Two never happened.
Um, I have interesting friends as well.
They think it's like a ploy by the reptilians to get us to buy more oil.
Could be, man. You never know what they're up to.
Okay, one more game. Are you
Okay,
excited?
can I go take a piss before the game? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Like, sorry.
Yeah, dude.
Okay. Thank you for bearing with me there.
You ready for the game?
Yes, sir.
It's called Little People. Do you like little people?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Rank these little people.
Do I see
Out
them
of
all at
10.
once? Oh, okay, okay. Give this guy a 7. He looks very, ready to go. Very peppy. I give it a 7. 2, get on my face.
Are we allowed to make fun of
5.5.
gingers? Are we? Is it?
Uh,
It's not
I don't
fair.
know. That begs a question of what are we allowed to make fun of? It's been a confusing thing for me in my life, but 5.5.
I heard this guy say like Italians are the only people you can still make fun
I
of.
think I saw that. Yeah, like it's a dwindling
Yeah,
resource of mockery of comedy.
that reminded me of these guys.
That's very fair. 8.
And lastly,
6.
there you have it, little people. That game was kind of dumb.
That was great. That was so enjoyable. I think you should definitely keep that segment.
I have a lot of them.
That's awesome. So there's some variety. Yeah, keep that segment for sure.
Music question. Tell me some band-made drama from the past, present, or future.
Uh, it's
You
been
need to
tough.
answer it. Do you agree?
It's sure. Oh, you're gonna ask me a question, or am I just
No, no.
giving an
I
open?
want you to. I want you to answer this.
Sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'll let you know. It's been tough finding a drummer, and like we've had some awesome people come in, but having someone consistently be able to stick around. Sometimes it's just scheduling things and life things and like you know logistics and all of that. But that's oh man,
I'm
that's
looking
been
for
crazy.
something a
The
little
other,
more
you want some,
spicy.
you want something juicier? Okay, well, I have tried to file 3 restraining orders against Dylan. I think that he's making me uncomfortable in practice. He's making advances on me. I wish the Shuttlecocks had a human resources department because I don't know. I just sometimes I'm showing up to do my job and I want to play guitar, and I don't want to be harassed like this.
Remember, I asked you. That's why I asked you to that you're gonna answer it, so I can hold you to it. Now,
Yes, sir.
was that the truth?
Yeah, that's some of the drama.
All right. Okay. Next question. What do you think about this? Oh fuck.
Dude, you look strong as fuck. I like the tattoo. Is that a trident?
What the fuck's a trident?
I don't know what's the tattoo. Can I see? Can
It's
you lift up your?
acoustic.
Oh, it's a guitar, dude. I thought it was a Oh my god, that's even better. That's awesome, man. And dude, you look like you could fucking beat the shit out of me. I've been in the gym though. You know, like one day I'll have gains like that.
Well, a bunch of it's just being fat.
I yeah, I feel I fluctuated through every weight possible. I find I don't know, man. I don't. I'm all for self love. I don't think you're you don't look in too rough shape, at least from my virtual screen over here.
Why don't I have hair here?
I don't know, dude. Whereas like I don't know how facial hair decides to grow. Like it's some sort of weird like I think it's voodoo witchcraft. Like I think like just some random witch out somewhere in the world decides every patch of facial hair and it's different. So they don't all agree. So maybe like, you know, this congregation of witches decided to give you facial hair over here, but over here just went.
Have you ever done this move? You eat your mustache? You ever done that?
I do it accidentally. I have to like shave the ends. It starts to curl and starts to get everywhere. Like especially if I'm eating some of the
Yeah.
sauces and stuff like I get hair in my mouth and all the time when I'm eating. It sucks. It's like I shave this down now, but like sometimes I have a full like when my friends go an Osama beard. Like you know I'm Persian. I'm
Show me a bit of that side beard.
side beard. Side
Okay,
beard.
it's short now, but yeah, it's looking good.
I
So
want
you've
to. How do you,
rocked it
so
big? You rocked
yeah, I
it
don't know.
big then?
I go. It'll go up to like here, but it just grows like it doesn't grow out over here. It just grows down like it's just
Oh
a full
yeah.
terrorist beard. Like it just goes like boom.
Oh okay.
I look like I could be fighting in the UFC. You know what I'm saying? Like eventually. But yeah, I wanted to ask you, what's your how do you pronounce your last name? First of all,
Well, I
because
got now it's ass.
now it's ass. Yeah, I understand. I understand.
Um, Amarie. So
Emery. What's your background?
Romanian.
Oh, you're Romanian. Okay,
And you
interesting.
said something about Persian in one of your
Yeah,
messages, so you're Iranian.
yeah. I'm Romanian. Yeah, I was born in Iran. Came here
Oh,
when I
cool.
was 4.
10 for me.
Nice. Yeah.
Did you
Hey.
notice a subtle accent?
Uh, maybe
That's why I sound weird.
maybe
That's why I
not
talk weird.
completely, but yes, I had a friend. I had a friend who came from Israel when he was about 10. You guys have a similar mannerism of speaking where
Let's
there's not
hear
really an
it.
accent, but the starts and stops of the words aren't necessary. The cadence isn't the exact same as maybe a
A
natural English
normal
speaker.
person.
Yeah. Oh, actually, you also remind me. Now I can hear a similarity to my other Romanian friend as well in
Oh
the
man, I don't know
cadence
what
of
the fuck's
speaking.
up to us. This isn't every Romanian, but some of us speak fucking slow for some reason.
Yeah,
I don't know
exactly.
why.
Very much so. Exactly like that. Like that. I would say so. Exactly. That's it. A very slow cadence of
I
speech.
went through a period in high school, college where I was smoking pot, and I think I always thought that might have affected me, but it's the Romanian too, double-edged sword,
Yeah. Romanian on the left, pot on the right. I don't know. It's
the
that's
golden
killer, man.
combo.
Yeah, that's killer, dude.
Dude, we made it to the end. There's just one question left.
One more
Didn't
question.
time fly? How
Yeah,
much
dude. This
fun
is
was this?
amazing. Like, incredible. I'm tremendously grateful.
Um, this one's a fecal brain injury.
Okay.
So I heard this doctor who's a psychologist, and he does a lot of different branches. He said people who have the feces fetish. Do you have it? Do you?
No. No.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely
gross,
not.
right? Um, those people, you think, hey man, everyone's allowed to have fetish. There's weird ones, but apparently those people were struck in the head at some point in their life. This keeps coming up. Um, does your it sounds like it's made up. What does your gut
It's
tell you?
it's interesting. So I don't know. I think there's a lot of really weird shit that happens with your brain and things like I don't know if you've ever heard of foreign accent syndrome, but that's a thing that like you could a person who let's say grew up in Canada their whole life, you know, speaks English with a regular accent, could get struck in the head and then suddenly start speaking with a Chinese accent, and
Oh,
they are not able to make they don't speak Chinese, they still speak English with a
that
Chinese
sounds
accent.
crazy.
It sounds made up. So the brain and psychology and consciousness are so complex and so poorly
Eh,
misunderstood, and it's such a crazy machine that like I don't know. I think you'd yeah like you'd have to see the study and be like, all right, like is there conclusive evidence that there's a correlation there, and then there's the whole correlation isn't causation thing. But I'd buy it.
This is
At
going over
face
my
value,
head.
I'd buy it.
Uh, I forgot what I was gonna say. Okay, I didn't forget, buddy. You see, I don't know if I want to do a quiz. I need you to assess and answer the questions. What's my most psychopathic trait? How about
I'll
we
ask you.
start there?
I'll ask you some questions. Have you ever done? Have you ever been physically cruel to people or animals?
No.
No. Okay. Do you have a glib charm? I wouldn't say you necessarily have a glib. Maybe a little bit. We
What
can.
the fuck is glib?
That is really, I don't know, but that is part of the official
They're
diagnosis
trying to fucking
criteria
confuse
for
us,
psychopathy. I forget what the
make us
name of the
fucking
scale is,
psychopaths when we're not.
but you can look it up. A glib charm is in there as an official criteria for psychopathy.
What
I
symbol
forget
is
what it
it
is.
in this Lucky Charms?
It's up. It's like one of the first things on. It's like the second thing on the
Wait,
list.
but you're able to describe it, right? Help me understand.
A
Or
glib.
no?
I don't know what glib necessarily means.
What
I
the
think it's like
fuck?
a flat, like a very calm, arrogant, like there's a charm to them, but they're not phased by anything. A person who's just like has the right thing to say, doesn't necessarily need to react, like just like is like snarky, smart, but not necessarily
Hmm.
emotive, expressive. Like psychopaths, again, in psychopathy, you're not necessarily feeling emotion the same way a neurotypical person would. So, they're
I don't think I have that charm.
I don't know. Yeah, it's that one's a. It's I always mention it because it's the most subjective. Like again,
Yeah.
all psychiatric diagnoses are so unbelievably subjective. Like there's just a list of things that some
Bullshit.
guys in a room
Fuck.
came up with and decided on. So it's very strange, but there's I don't know. It's just the way that we as a society have decided to mark abnormal behavior. But I
So
can look
you're
up the
saying you're
rest.
telling me you're studying bullshit then?
Yeah, yeah, real shit, honestly. Hey man, I'm a musician and someone who's in psychology. I've been studying bullshit my whole life. Like that's music feels like the more real practice of the two, if I'm being honest with you.
Whoa, dude! You got super loud all of a sudden. What the
Oh,
fuck
I'm sorry.
happened?
I went
Oh,
close to the mic to grab my
okay.
drink.
I have to settle you down.
My apologies. My apologies.
How many questions are there
I didn't count. Were there or are there?
in the psycho test?
Oh, in the side, it's like I don't know. Here, I can. Let me check.
You should just spit something out. Which one do you think I am highest in?
I would if you're either psychopathy or sociopathy. I don't know. You said you have a wife, right?
Yeah, snagged her.
Yeah, you love your wife.
Yeah.
So I think that disqualifies you from psychopathy. So it's at least sociopathy or neither of the
Now I don't love my kids.
antisocial. Yeah, so that sounds more on the sociopath spectrum of things.
Thank you for riding this train with me, man.
No problem, man. Thank you
I'm
for.
gonna blast your socials. What do you want to tell someone before they add you on Instagram? What do you want
Uh,
them to add you on Instagram?
yeah, add me, say hi. Like
And
I don't
why?
know. I don't know. I just like people and like if you want to check out some cool music or some really terrible memes or whatever my random thought of the day is or what I'm listening to or like I don't know, just keep in touch. It's a good
Okay.
platform. I like Instagram. I found it's good for connecting, especially as a musician. It's nice because you
Yeah,
get
it's my
to
favorite of the poisons as well.
yeah, it's my favorite. You gotta feed like now my Instagram's just
Feed
filled
the
with other
monster.
musicians and cool things and like art and stuff like that. So it's like if you learn how to tailor it to the things you want to see, it can be slightly less toxic at least, even though it's pretty terrible for you no matter what.
All that to say, Kia Kudani. That's how you.
Yeah. So
Their
actually,
Instagram.
I wanted to bring this up. So your first episode with Dylan, I watched that. I've yet to watch the episode with Tay. Uh,
That one. That one like gets crazier, and this what I did with you now is. It's crazy, dude.
I love it, dude. That was so much. I like the style. Just keep getting wild with it, man. That's the good stuff. But yeah. So I was gonna say you sort of inspired me with your name change, and I want to say congrats again on the name change to Elastic As. I again just as a person who plays in a band called the Shuttlecocks, I love it. But Me and Dylan are terrible people to ask
What if
about that.
someone's like, I like your name because of badminton? Does that piss you off?
Oh no, it makes me happy. I don't know, my friend. I have friends who play badminton, and like badminton's a cool sport. And I actually wanted to see if we could get some stickers and some shirts out in the badminton clubs. I think it would be really cool. Like.
Well, with elastic ass, I'm thinking for my music videos, I'll just release pornography.
Hey, I'm
AI.
that could be a thing. That could be. I don't know. I think that could be cool. It depends how tastefully it's done.
So do you have a name in
But
mind? You
so yeah,
wanna?
I was gonna maybe just go with Kia. I was gonna because again my last name people struggle. You did well, but people struggle to pronounce my last name as
I'm
well.
a worldly
And
guy.
and I was maybe just gonna go with Kia. Most people know me as Kia anyway. Like I don't know. I know there's other people with the name. There's a car company or whatever, but like I don't think an artist has taken it currently. So I might be able to
I like
just
it.
go with that and
You know why
hopefully
I
people.
wanted to do it? I want to, at the end of the show, I want to say, I'm elastic ass, and I want people to be able to Google it.
It's great. Yeah, that's why it's similar to what we got going
The
with the
cocks.
shuttlecocks. I think yeah, it's just it sticks in your mind a little bit. Like I from the
And
second I
in,
heard
in
that,
you.
you know what I'm saying. But
I was gonna. I wanted to plug your stuff, just. I feel like I owe that to the guests.
oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, sure.
Um, your Instagram, Kia Kudani. KIA space KOUHDANI. Soon to come, it'll just be Kia.
Yep. The handle is at Kudank Kouhdank.
Okay.
Uh,
And your band, the Shuttlecocks, on Instagram, it's the Shuttlecocks Band, one word, and YouTube the same.
yes. All
So
platforms:
check it out.
TikTok, Facebook, your mom's phone number, as I've said.
Yeah, man. Now you're getting in the spirit of things.
On all platforms, it's the same. Follow us, reach out. We're here. We're happy guys. We're always happy to hear from people. Come say hi. Come to the shows. You won't regret it.